Welcome back to First Chapter. We did it. We finally met with the Queen like Professor Russell told us to. And she told us a little bit about what Colonel Richard might be doing. Something about using the gospel to go underground and deactivate something or whatever. Don't worry about it too much. What, might I inquire, are you doing at this late hour? Captain Almathea. Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking around? Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this, and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you half an hour ago? Please, enlighten me, if only for my own edification. I think you're supposed to not lie here. I'm pretty sure you can just tell her the truth. That or it doesn't matter. I'm looking and I don't think it actually matters. Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Screw you, Almathea. I admire your honesty. So let's not waste time on games. I did in fact receive several reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What? You don't think that questioning someone like that, when you already have the facts, is a little cruel? I'll take that as a compliment. So, what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Well, Oh, Estelle, Joshua! You've been here the whole time? Zen. Whoa, now that's the stuff. You're drunk. Oops, sorry. And hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice. Some luck that we met up again, eh? I suppose. So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble? Students? No, it's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business simply as a security precaution. Well, yeah, I totally get you. I just sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat? No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck. Oh well, I'll have to do without, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady. I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Very good then. Now, if you'll excuse us. Oh, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room. Right. We'll go with you. Looks like we managed to convince her at least. What? Zen, aren't you drunk? I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. No way! Your face had even gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Huh, I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saves your bacon, as the saying goes. You are an evil, evil man, Zen. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me. Sorry about that. So, what's the story? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen. Whoa, wait, what? How did you... Did Elnan tell you something about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know? I guess it's finally time to show you this. Zen produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua. What's this? I know this handwriting. Well, don't just stand there. Read it. It'll explain a lot. Okay. Dear Zinvatek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There is a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it. So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl, which means he's in Arabonia now. That's the long and short of it. The long and short of it? What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along. That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again. I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids? I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's techniques with the bow staff. I asked KillScottKill about it, and that confirmed it. It would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick, wondering where Dad's been. I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything. But I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, alright. If you could pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen. I suppose so. He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zin on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. Estelle and Joshua told of how they managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. What? You will? Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help. We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. Here we go. There's Richard, as well as, Lawrence. What is this place? I never would have imagined that something like this even existed. It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level. Yes, sir. Whoa! Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well, so these must be archaisms. Holy shit! He took out that thing in one stroke! You were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled. I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skill I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberl. I expect only the best of each of you. By your orders, sir, we of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberl! For the glory of Liberl! I understand the situation. You both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person. We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yes, we're really going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please, accept this as compensation for a job well done. Let's see, we're at 324. We're first class junior bracers, so we've hit the top rank. And that is in fact the max score for this game. Well, not the overall max, but the max for this moment. There's still like 44 points left to go. Now then, Zin. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need help of an A-rank bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end. I knew we could count on you, Zen. By the way, what's this A-rank business? It's a rank that signifies full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks, ranking from G on the bottom up to A at the top. So he's the highest rank you can get? Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zen. Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rank bracers across the continent. I had completely forgotten that fact. Although, I would say over the course of the series, that number probably grows a little bit. But above that, there's an informal S rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale. And there are only 4 of those on the entire continent. Well, I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do. You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius. Oh, this must be the first place it's mentioned, right? I guess it is. Yes, Cassius, Estelle's dad, Estelle and Joshua's dad, is an S-rank bracer. And the S-rank's informal. We'll get chances to talk about it as the series goes on, as this arc goes on. And I'm bringing it up because I think I kind of, didn't successfully explain it in the next game perfectly. But yes, it's informal, like Zen said. It's not something you get by just doing a lot of bracer jobs. It's not a regular rank up. You have to solve something really, really big. You have to solve some sort of major incident and really have been a key role in it in order for the guild to promote you to S rank. And what exactly entails being an S rank, it's not really clear, to be honest. It's not like, is it just a title? Do you get some sort of perks that haven't been divulged yet in the series? Maybe, I don't know. There's a possibility we could learn more about that in the future of the series if we ever get to go to a certain location, which the president of Falcom and the director of this series, Toshihiro Kondo, has kind of hinted at, but we'll see. What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Right? Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. Okay, that might have been retconned. So, yeah, Cassius did something, and from playing the series, I'm pretty sure I know what he did, and I don't think this statement is true. I swear, it's hardly worth ever getting upset about anymore. Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, Defiant Blade, S-rank bracer. If he's really so damn awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case. You may be right. If you were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible. Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least, it's just the impression I have. Oh. So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct? No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Well, yeah. I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close. I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just that the two major events happen to overlap with each other. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I am resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grand Cell branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The third article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I ask the cooperation of all Bracers in Grand Cell, including Zen, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically, it amounts to martial law. So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on the part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Erbe Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counterterrorism, few would question it. I can't imagine that they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Iceland Fortress. Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it. Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the royal city. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with a reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Niall? Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the Guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So, off to the cathedral then? There are 4 bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright, then off we go. Sure thing, but give me 1 minute here. I need to fix my setup here. My mic's about to fall over. Alright, I think I fixed everything. So no new requests. Right, we're done with quests. For the most part. So our objective now is to find our bracer buddies, our colleagues, who we beat up in the tournament by chance. Where's Armin and Ellie? I don't know. There is something we need to go do though. Let's go get a reward. Let's get a fun thing. Over here at the West Block. We want to go in here, inside of the coffee house that Niall took us to, and talk to this guy? No, it's the owner. I forgot who it was. Hey, you guys wouldn't happen to have the complete collection of the Carnelia, would you? Wow, you do? I'd always meant to buy every new volume when it came out, but never got around to it. I was like, I can always read the whole series when it's finished, right? And now, it's pretty much impossible to find the whole set for sale in one place. So I beg you, please, would you be willing to part with your collection of tomes? You will? Really? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, thank you so much! I work in diplomatic relations, and just got back from assignment in the Far East. I've built up a pretty impressive little collection of Eastern goods, too, if I do say so myself. I'll let you have one of my rarer items in exchange for what I seek. Your bracers, no? Let's see what I've got that might catch your eye. It's between these two. Which one intrigues you more? Mystic Stave, or Stav, and the Twin Plovers. So these are the ultimate weapons for Estelle and Joshua. And I already have Estelle, so we're getting Joshua's. Thank you. We'll take this. Oh, very nice indeed. It suits you. I've gotten a notification to close shop early today, so I have lots of time to read. Thank you again. So that's the other reason to collect Carnelia. This is a thing that happens in every game where you collect the books. If you manage to get them all, someone will trade you for them. And there you go. Joshua's slightly stronger. Not by a whole lot, to be honest. The difference that the weapons make in this game is not as good as it is in later games, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so now I need to figure out what I need to go do. We gotta go to the cathedral, which luckily is right here. Right down the street. And then we need to find our bracer bros. But first, Julia, where are you, Julia? Is that you? No, you're Noah. Are you looking for Sister Ellen, perchance? I believe the Archbishop should know her whereabouts. He should be in the sacramental chamber to the southeast of this room. Is that this room? Southeast. There we go. And who might you be? We're, members, of the Bracers. The Bracer Guild, I mean. We were looking for a Sister Ellen? Were you now? Might I guess that you share complicity with her, then? Well, if we didn't, you would just spoil it. With a nun? Ew, no! He's asking if we know her real identity, Estelle. That's a great line. We're here with information she asked us to find. I'm sorry to say she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left. Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone? If only I did. I've been close with the royal family for many years. She's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever is occurring. I see. I wouldn't worry, though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause. Well, that's good at least. But the thing is, we kind of need her to stay in touch with the Royal Guardsmen. Well, begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand. We should probably go. The best thing we can do is covertly keep an eye out for the other Royal Guardsmen. Not the most efficient plan, but seems to be all we've got. You seem to be between a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Adios helps those who help themselves. Do all that you can, and Adios will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. Yeah, thanks, Adios. It's not really helping me find Julia, though. Okay, now what? I imagine we gotta go find our bracers. Oh, no, wait. We need to go to the Liberl News, which is luckily also right over here. We need to check in with Niall, because Niall went to go do some investigative work, and we need to see how that went. This is weird, Chief. We haven't heard anything in 2 days. Well, he does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. But given how close we are to the state of martial law, I don't much like that he hasn't contacted us either. Oh, hi guys. Hello, Dorothy. Pardon us. Hey, it's the tournament champions. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberl News. Niall and Dorothy have told me quite a bit about you two. Estelle and Joshua of the Bracer Guild, right? Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've always enjoyed your magazine. Well, that's always good to hear. Weren't you two doing something for Niall? Oh, yes. That's what we were just talking about. Actually, Niall hasn't shown up here today or yesterday. No word from him or anything. Huh? Yesterday or today? We spoke with him in the evening 2 days ago. Really? What do you mean, really? You gave us the message to meet him for Adio's sake. We came here to talk to him after the semifinals. Oh, right. Now that you mention it. So, did he say anything to you? Like, where he was going? I think someone called him. Yeah, that's the one you gotta pick. Right, I remember what happened. He got a call from someone, then he said he had to leave. Are you serious? Yes. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Oh no! I can't believe Niall's dead! What? Who said he was dead? Today's when all the airliner traffic gets shut down. Everything was normal yesterday, though. So maybe he went to another province? I already inquired with the landing port's passenger registry and there was no sign of him. So I figure he has to still be somewhere in town. You two were the last ones to see this reporter fellow. Weren't you talking to him about something for a news article? Huh? These are the times we live in. Controlling the media is a big deal for the military. What do you think, Chief? I certainly can't argue with that. Particularly in the case of the Intelligence Division. They monitor and censor everything we do. You wouldn't believe how frustrating it is. Which means that you can't get much information for your stories. But it's in a reporter's nature to want to get as much as possible into the hands of the readers. I see. So you went to check out a new subject. The Intelligence Division hasn't started censoring yet. What was the last thing he told us about? I think it was about... an arranged marriage for Princess Claudia. I think. Yeah, that's the right one. And the Duke mentioned something about it at the dinner party. Oh, Niall told you about that too. It'd make a hell of a story if it's true. He mentioned having to get some evidence at any cost. How did a reporter like Niall even learn about something like that? I'd have thought that something like that would be known only to the royal family. Well, he did say he's friends with someone who works in the Erbe royal villa. Completely off the record, but the terrorists are supposedly after the princess. So she's secretly staying in the villa for her own safety. I knew it! Huh, and the veil is lifted. Maybe the person he was talking to was his friend in the villa. Which would mean that Niall's probably there too. You don't say. Well, if I know Niall, he probably tried to worm his way in for an interview with the princess. And if the soldiers saw him, they'd have arrested him on the spot. No, Niall's a goner. Why do you keep coming back to that? But if he has been arrested, getting him out isn't going to be easy. Yeah, I'm betting that he and Princess Claudia are pretty much in the same situation. What exactly do you people know? Do you have inside information about what's going on in this city and all of Liberl? Sorry, but we really can't talk about it. Just let the Bracer Guild take care of Niall. If he has been arrested, we'll see to it that he's released. Alright. Please do whatever you can. Please, you guys. You gotta bring Niall back. Leave it to us. Stupid Niall. Went and got himself captured by the Intelligence Division. Alright, so we did that. And okay, time to find a brace of bros. They're all over the city. Let's go to the South Block first. And find the least interesting out of all of them. It's Grant, who I believe is right across the street from the guild. There he is. What's up? Oh, no, not you. Hey, it's Grant. Well, if it isn't the Big Bad Champions. I hear you guys spent the night at the castle. Frankly, I'm surprised to see you back so early. Did you eat anything good? Yeah, we did, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh, something on your mind? Explain the situation and the Queen's request to Grant. Holy crap. You're not pulling my leg, are you? We are not. Every word is true. I'd stake my reputation on it. If Zin the Immovable is moved by this, that's all the proof I need. I'll do whatever I can to help. You can count on it. Thanks, Grant. We'll all be meeting at the guild house to plan our strategy as soon as possible. So if you'd please, head over there when you can. Understood. Go well, friends. I'll catch up with you there. There goes Grant and his lack of personality. Grant also bears a striking resemblance to the old character design for Adol Kristen of the East series. It seems pretty intentional. And kind of just like Adol, Grant doesn't have a personality. I love Adol, but it's okay. Adol's a silent protagonist. He gets away with it. Grant has no excuse. Alright, so next person we need to find... Ah, crap. They were also in South Block. I came over here for nothing. Of course, this person's where they are. It's Karna. Karna's over at the weapon shop, which we never go into. We never have to go into any weapon shops. I do it off camera from time to time to sell things. Hi, Karna. Hey, look who it is. Oh, you've got Old Man Zin with you. What's going on? Well, it's a long story. Uh-oh, sounds serious. Explain the situation in the Queen's request to Karna. You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I must admit, I did find it a bit odd that all the gates and ports and such have been shut down. So, what did you want with me, exactly? Well, we need to get everyone together and formulate a plan. So if you would, please meet us at the guild. Gotcha. I'm already there. And she just like leaves without saying a word. Alright, up next is our cute little bracer buddy, our cute bracer senior, Annalise. She's over shopping for cute things at the department store, which works out really well for me because there's a new issue of the Liberl News. I should talk to Anton. Someone like Ricky would never be able to understand the passion that wells deep within me. Somebody save me. Right now, Anton's not talking to me, but we all go through patches like this sometimes, you know? He's not talking to me even though they haven't moved. If anyone truly understands Anton, it's Ricky. Right, wrong shop. There's Annalise, but I need to copy the Liberl News. Give me that. Whoops. Issue 9. Well, if it isn't Zan and the new recruits. Back from the castle already? Well, yeah, I guess we are. Annalise, could we have a moment of your time? You hear something juicy you're looking to share with me? Well, if by juicy you mean spit your juice all over in shock, then yeah, it's a real juice bomb. Ooh, you have my undivided attention. Should we be talking about this here, or should I be sitting down for it? Huh? Just to make it absolutely clear, this isn't a joke. Things could get serious in a big hurry, and if they do, we'll need your help. Let's see. Sorry, my head's just a little scrambled from how screwed up this whole situation is. I don't really get all of this, but you want everyone to meet up at the guild house, right? Right. Elnan will fill you in on all the details. Okay then, I'll go and see what's up. That was easy. Everyone stand inside of me as we read this issue of the Liberl News. Oh god, it's 7 pages. Featured story, victors decided. Crown goes to an unlikely team. When the last of the special ops units slowly sank to their knees, the referee raised his hand and the entire arena erupted in fanfare. The competition, which got off to a rocky start after the change from single to team matches, had yet another unforeseeable surprise awaiting the eager fans in the form of a team of unlikely victors led by Zin Vatek of the Calvard Republic. Was there anyone out there who could have anticipated such a feat? A martial artist, 2 bracers, and a musician. An unheard of combination, to say the least. Yet this is the group that advanced to the finals and took the crown by defeating the elite of the Special Operations Unit. It just goes to show it's not over till it's over. The winning team's members continue to work effectively by leveraging their individual talents in complete harmony with one another, playing off of each other's strengths. The competition itself was an event replete with powerful, heated battles and unique team dynamics, which ended explosively to thunderous ovation. The Liberl News wishes to honor the valiant efforts of all of those who participated in this year's proceedings. Winning team invited to the Royal Banquet. In a ceremony held at the conclusion of the competition, the winning team was awarded a cash prize of 100,000 mira and an invitation to the Royal Banquet. This formal dinner will be hosted by the Duke Dunnen von Osles. The mayors of each city and other various persons of influence are also scheduled to attend. Society, the Queen shows signs of recovery. The Liberl News has been informed that Her Majesty the Queen has been recuperating and is expected to return to her official duties soon. The anniversary celebration, which was in danger of being postponed, will now assuredly be conducted on schedule. In recent days, with unsettling news becoming the norm, it is certainly wonderful to receive such joyous tidings. Society Intelligence Division steps up defense. The search for the officers of the ex-Royal Guard accused of acting as ringleaders in a series of terrorist-related incidents has proven to be an onerous one. Onerous one? I think it's onerous. And after making little headway, the Intelligence Division decided to station members of their unit within the Royal City in a move to further step up defensive measures. All security positions covering Grancel Castle are also expected to be relegated to the same unit. Society, Ancient Dragons sighted? This crap again? Reports have made their way to our news desk regarding the sighting of an enormous silhouette making its way across the sky above Ravenu Village, located in the northern part of the Bose region. Public speculation revolves around whether or not the object in question is, in fact, the ancient dragon which has been living in the world since before the Great Collapse. According to statements by a number of researchers, the Bose region was the last place the ancient dragon had been sighted, giving further credence to the claim that the great creature may still presently be living among us. Research concerning the ancient dragon has also begun to take a leap into the public spotlight as of late. These purported sightings have, of course, only fueled researchers' excitement. Oh god, that's a mouthful. Need to get a sip of some Gatorade. Right, we got one more person to find. And it's our bracer, well, the leader of the team, right? Our final bracer buddy, Kurt. Where is Kurt? I think he's in the hotel. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he's in the Rowan I could have gone here from... I didn't need to go through the south block. I don't know why I went the long way. We took the scenic route. He's in one of these rooms. Maybe this one. Hey, I got it right in one. I wish I could remember that time a little better. It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing. Alright, Kurt, you just talk to yourself. That's okay. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh, hi, Kurt. It's good to see you here. Hi, Estelle. Hi, Joshua. Oh, Zen's with you, too. Didn't you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these two rookies took on a pretty major assignment. What major assignment? I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story. Joshua explained all the circumstances that had led to their request from the Queen. You're serious? Of course we are. That's why we really need your help. No, that's not it. I admit I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you. But the black orbment the Colonel has, it's real? Kurt? What's wrong? You look awfully pale. Whoa! What in the world? Step away from him. Huh? Shade! Lift! What was that? You didn't even touch him, and he acted like he got electrocuted. It's a special spirit channeling breath technique. It allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact. I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side. How are you feeling? Wow, actually a lot better. I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it's coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be alright. What do you remember? Didn't I say before? There was an accident around 3 months ago. You lost your memories while you were working, right? Yes, someone had asked me to check up on those men in the black outfits. And then I took something suspicious from them. It was the black orbment. So the person who gave you the assignment... Yes, it was your father, Cassius. I wasted no time in packaging it up and sending it to him. But that's really as far back as I can remember. So, the K on the package was you? Yes. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it. The package was delivered to you two. Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package? Yes. After I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... It's no good. It's all still one big blur. You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to just cause strain that you can't handle yet. Yes, alright. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all. Which brings us to a bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe those special ops guys? It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they've made something to cause memory loss. Now there's a cheerful thought. Plus, there's the Sky Bandits boss and Mayor Dalmore to consider. We have to be really careful. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. But, are you sure you'll be okay? Sure. My memory may be like a sieve, but physically, I'm fine. I owe you for your help, so please, allow me to make it up to you. If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy. For now, let's meet back at the guild. Alright, you have my thanks. That's why I kept accentuating Kurt's name when I said it. It's like Kurt with a K. Kurt's our K-man. So yes, Cassius told Kurt to look into the special ops. He was like, I need to go out of town, but those dudes look suspicious. Hey, Kurt, can you look into that for me? And then, well, I guess Cassius didn't learn the full story, because the whole package got intercepted and he already left. But I imagine that was probably around the time when Cassius wrote to Zen. He was like, hey, Zen, old buddy, old pal, want to come to Liberl and, like, fill in for me while I go check out something that's happening in Erebonia? And anyway, Kurt looked into the special ops. He managed to steal away the Black Orbment, the Gospel, and was going to send it to Cassius with a little note saying, hey, you should let Professor Russell look at this thing. But through a series of untimely events, it ended up in Estelle and Joshua's hands. The other bracers are already assembled. Have you heard from the Royal Guardsmen or the reporter? Sorry, sir, no contact. But we believe we've gathered the intelligence we need. Joshua explained everything they learned from the Cathedral and the Liberal News HQ. I see. We can conclude with fair certainty, then, that Princess Claudia is inside the villa. It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we now know they haven't been captured. Shall we get started, then? Yes. We need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat, then? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can barely believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something was amiss sooner. I was suspicious of those special ops troops at the very beginning, but I really trusted Colonel Richard. And he was behind the Sky Bandits and Mayor Dalmore. We got completely snowed. And we can't let them get away with it, that's for sure. Can you all be counted on to cooperate in this assignment? Damn straight. Just lead the way. I owe these guys some black eyes. Rhyme unintended. Count me in for sure. This is gonna be good. We've got strong allies. We'll prevail, without a doubt. Now, let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast, as there are lives at stake here. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option. We don't have time to try and find some route to infiltrate, so I guess this is the only option we got. How will we be divided? We'll split into two groups, a decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces, while the rescue team makes its way into the villa. Remember though, we're dealing with the Intelligence Division Special Ops here. If I may, I'd like to suggest we also add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and a second decoy team to assist the rescue team. Man, we're really teaming with teams here. But why do we need 3? The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily. Ah, yeah, I guess that's a good point. Even the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread among 4 squads? No, we don't. We've contacted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own. Well, crap. If only we had Shara and Agate. However, I agree with Zen with that trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine the strategy. If numbers are all you lack, maybe we can be of assistance. There she is. Hey! Lieutenant Schwartz! Whoa now, if it isn't Sister Military. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander, Lieutenant Julius Schwartz. Royal Guardsmen are here at your disposal for this operation. You'd think they'd be taking command, but whatever. Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself. My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour. That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz? How did you know we were going to try and save the hostages? We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you had already disappeared. Did you? My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night. Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves. Yes, I'm aware of that. We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave us the order to assist, and we are happy to do it. Sources? I want sources. Can I share some of yours? I don't...
Let's leave it at no, Estelle. More importantly, the Guardsmen assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support teams.
Indeed. With this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exponentially. And with extra manpower secured, we start deciding on the teams immediately. Roger that. You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them.
Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention.
My thoughts exactly. We'll target the Intelligence Division's aerial squadron, stationed just on the outskirts of the Erbe scenic route. Wait a sec. Aerial squadron? You don't mean...
I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts. Now that you mention it, there is a stretch of land out there that's been completely blockaded.
According to my intelligence, there's only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. If we attack, they will have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements. Oh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there. And then when the reinforcements show up, the ambush team pops in and takes them all out, right?
We should form that ambush team then. I knew all those years of hunting down monsters in the bush would pay off one day.
And we've got a gunner too. We'll be able to handle this, no problem.
Alright, 2 teams locked down. Now for rescue and decoy 2.
I think the second decoy team should also be comprised of my Royal Guardsmen. The Special Ops will definitely drop their guards more readily to apprehend them. So that leaves us
for the rescue team. All the other teams will be activating to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field by far. This is no game. You're playing an actual role in a crucial turning point for our history. Make sure you're up to the task.
Sheesh, no pressure. There's no need to worry. We will persevere. History favors the just. Besides, you guys are the Grand Cell Martial Arts Competition champions.
And we'll be the ones keeping the majority of the enemy force busy. Hopefully, all you need to worry about are the hostages.
Julia, Elnin, Zen,
We, Estelle. The word you're looking for is we. We can do this. And we will.
You're right. You are so right. We're gonna kick some special ops special asses.
That's the spirit. And that's the plan. The operation will begin at nightfall. We'll use the dark for cover. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
Man, this is getting pretty real. I will ensure that Her Highness is made aware of the plan.
Alright everyone, tonight, here, got it? We've arrived at the end of the game, more or less. I mean, once you pretty much accept this little job here, things are going to get pretty intense. So let me just make sure that we have everything we need. So give me 1 minute. Alright, we're doing it. Let's go, Elnin. Ah, you're here. Good. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now, or forever hold your peace. Understood. Let's review the operation. Let's talk about all the things we already talked about. Oh, but now we're already on the Erbe scenic route, in front of one of the monuments.
So, are we going to meet back here?
Well, this is the Amber Monument rest area, so this should be the place. The only real issue is whether or not Lieutenant Schwarz and her men can get here undetected.
No need to worry about that. Whoa, when did you get here?
Haha, nice work staying hidden in Grand Cell.
We've had quite a few sympathizers among the citizens. We finished our preparations. We can begin whenever you're ready.
Alright. We're waiting on your order, Estelle.
Huh? My order?
You were the ones who originally received Her Majesty's request. So, we're waiting on your command before we begin.
But I'm just a rookie. That really doesn't matter. I don't think you'll have a problem. Just do it without shouting, okay? We'll be there to help. We have no objections.
Have a little faith in yourself. Don't worry about the trivial details.
Just deal with things as they come.
Right. Okay then, here goes. Everyone, let's get those hostages rescued.
I'm so frickin' hungry. Isn't it time to change shifts yet? Come on, stay focused. There's no telling when the Royal Guardsmen might have finally showed themselves. There weren't more than 10 escapees. If the Colonel really put his mind to it, we could hunt the lot of them down in no time.
If you think it's so easy, then go ahead and try.
What? Lieutenant Shores? Listen up. We have word from the ID ship. We apparently have a lock on the Royal Guardsmen. If we get there quickly, this will be our chance to wipe them out. Roger!
That settles that.
Idiots. The airship's locked down. You'll never be able to use it. If you just done as the Colonel said, we would have spared your lives. But now you're going to die, and you've only got your own stubbornness to blame. Take this! Bracers! You can't be serious! You're not actually going to try standing against the Royal Army! Sorry to disappoint you, but you've already been marked as criminals.
By order of the Queen, you will let us pass.
The ambush party's on the move. We'll go ahead and lure the remaining forces into the front gardens. You can break into the villa while they're distracted.
Sounds good.
Adios be with all of you. So it begins. Alright, looks like they went for it. Now's our chance to sneak in.
Okay.
Roger that.
So, this is the Erbe Royal Villa. It's gorgeous. Certainly gives the castle a run for its mirror.
Well, it is a royal family residence. Oops, looks like the welcoming committee's here. Who are you people?
You don't need to know our names.
Words will serve no purpose here. Let's go. We fight. Alright, Joshua, give them a whack. They're not that strong. Take that, Hurricane. Alright, just knock this guy out. Ah, Zen missed. Great. Okay, Estelle's got a crit lined up, so let's just take care of this guy. Oh, come on! Oh, you bastards. You bastards. You're just far enough away from each other. Alright, screw you. Haha! Didn't dodge that time, you bitch.
Now, where's the princess being held?
This place is huge. We'll just have to search it room by room. If we just hang around here, you can bet we're going to have more company, and soon. Let's get a move on. Yeah, but I need to save, though. Like, really badly. So I'm trying to time this out. So, let's see. This leads outside. What? Who are you people? Yeah, these dudes are everywhere. Halt! Don't move a muscle! No, great. They have Dobermans with them. Because they weren't annoying enough as it was. Alright, Zen, if you would, just, smite this dude. Well, didn't kill him, but he's now confused. Zen is such a tank, man. No one can hurt him. Joshua, use that good old evil eye.
And Estelle, one big whacking brain, and that dude's done. Not fun. Attacked out of nowhere. Looks like there's still a few soldiers in the castle. They're patrolling the corridor in the central courtyard periodically. Our only option will be to silence anyone who sees us. So save again. Just save scum this. Alright, so this area is kind of big. Yeah, we got a map of it there. So as you can see, there are a lot of doors in this like little courtyard, and they go into rooms. One of these rooms has a thing we need. There's I think the very top door right there, the yellow block or whatever, it's locked. So we need to find a key somewhere in one of these rooms, and I'm trying to figure out which room it is. I think it's the one at the top left. And problem is, I don't know if it's this top left or it's this top left. Oh god, save scum it. It's one of them. I'm gonna guess it's this one. I probably guessed wrong. Okay, so what we do now is we save scum hard, because I think if I just exited that room, I would maybe get ambushed the second I walked out. Oh look, there are guys in here. Awesome. Well, who are you people? Crap, we totally picked the wrong room. What are you doing here? Ain't seen you before. Good evening. We're with the priests are killed. Huh? No need to get up. Just enjoy yourselves and rest well. Preemptive attack. And we caught them with their pants down. I was going to be a good soldier, but I got drunk instead. Let's get in the middle of these losers. I missed multiple. What the hell? Not having hit quartz on Estelle and Joshua is coming back to bite me. Alright, just get rid of this guy. Let's see. This guy's gonna move next. Cool. This is assuming Joshua doesn't miss. There we go. They never got a turn in. Phew. Well, that's taken care of. They're too drunk to really know what's going on. It's like some kind of bar, same as the one in the castle. But please don't kill me. I'm not with them. We know that. You work at the villa, right? We've come to help at the request of Her Majesty the Queen. What? Really? You're honestly here to save us. Yes, so would you calm down already? You, Adios be praised. I thought I was done for when my reporter friend was taken away. I hope he's alright. Reporter friend? You must be Niall. You know him? Estelle explained that Niall had gone missing and was still unaccounted for. Oh, I see. Yes, I'm the one who contacted him. He came to get an interview with the princess who was being guarded here. His passion for his work is hard to argue with, so I wound up seeking him in and showing him the way. But he was spotted and taken prisoner? Yes, and much to my shame, it was only then that I realized the severity of the situation. I heard that Her Highness was being kept here to protect her from any potential terrorist assault. But the truth is that she's being held prisoner by the Intelligence Division. I was so glad that she was coming that it simply had never occurred to me. I am truly unfit for my position. Come on, no need to be so depressed. Do you happen to have any idea where the prisoners are being held? Yes, they've all been gathered in the Crest Room, which is in the innermost chamber. It's a large banquet hall, used for events like the formal signing of treaties. Got it. Alright, let's go check it out. In other words, from what we've been told about some of the history and the 100 Days War, that Crest Room is probably where the treaty between Liberl and Erebonia was signed to end the 100 Days War formally. They said it was done here in Liberl. I believe it even names, I think the book names it this villa by name as to where it occurred. But anyway, that's just fun little trivia. When we pick up next time, we gotta find the key to that door I was talking about, and we get into the Crest Room, and we save all the hostages, including Niall, and we get to meet the princess finally. We can see what the princess is all about, and then we'll see what we do next to stop this whole coup d'etat from happening. See you guys in the next one.